Do it alone, do it broke, do it tired, do it scared. You just have to do it. These are four pillars that I kind of live by in my life recently. And I'm going to explain to you how they have affected me and have helped me grow as a person, and they're helping me grow financially and just in my life all the way around. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I'm a content creator, candle maker, all of that. Doing it alone, man. One thing that I've learned is, especially in your entrepreneurial journey or your creative journey, a lot of the work is going to have to come from you. And it doesn't mean that you can't partner with people. It doesn't mean that you won't have people that'll work with you or work for you. But for you to get to where you go, you are going to have to do the bulk of the heavy lifting. And the reason why I say that is because it's not because people aren't willing to help you. Sometimes they are, but the only vision that, the vision that God has put in your mind or the vision that you have, you are the only person that can see that vision. Nobody else can see that vision. You can kind of explain the vision to them, but until they kind of see you walk it out and they see it in action, they're not fully going to understand the vision. And sometimes for them, the only way for them to understand the vision is for you to do it first. In order for me to change my life, I had to realize it really was on me. Like my finances is on me, my mental is on me, my health is on me. Nobody can go into the gym for me. Nobody can go do therapy for me. Nobody can save money for me. I have to be able to do the work for me to be able to elevate and get to the next level where I want to be. Do it broke. It doesn't mean that you have to start with any money. You just have to start. You just have to start with habits. And the reason why I say that is because if you get the money and you don't have the habits, you're going to lose the money. Or if you get the money and you don't know what to do with the money, you're going to lose the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, health is not built based on money. It's built in the gym. Sometimes you got to just start. Even if you can't go to the gym, start working out at home. It's really about building the habit. Start running, start walking, start jump roping. Just get into the habit. That is the most important thing. It's going to be mindset and habits. Even if you start in a business, you might not need money at first. Eventually, you might need to add money to it to help it grow. But at first, you just need to get in the habit of doing it. So do it, bro. Don't say, I got to wait until I get such and such money. No, because it might be some things that you might not need money to do, and it might be some things that you might need money to do. But if you haven't tried, what you're gonna do is when you get the money, you're gonna start spending money in areas that you never needed to spend money in before. So try it, figure out what you need to spend money on first, figure out what areas you need to work on first, and start there. And then once you figure that out, then you can add money to the specific area that you know, okay, if I put money behind it, it's gonna make this thing grow, as opposed to putting money behind this and it's not going to go anywhere. Does that make sense? What I'm saying it's practicality versus theory. Does that make sense? What I'm saying it's how to actually put it into play. Do it tired. So I'm not saying this is like, I'm not a person that believes in like overwhelming yourself. I've been overwhelmed a lot of life, and I don't think that's the healthiest version of yourself that's going to be capable to sustain certain things. But I do know that sometimes you will have to do it tired. Like, I'm headed to work, I'm literally in the parking lot now about to get ready to work. I am tired, but I understand that this is not for everything. So you have to put it in perspective. You will be tired. It's not for you to be tired forever. This might be tired, you being tired for 3 months, 6 months, whatever it takes for you to kind of get to the goal that you're at. And I'm not saying in like a chasing fashion, just chase, chase, chase. But I am saying that sometimes you do have to put forth a little extra effort, a little more momentum, a little more elbow grease into what you're doing. And sometimes you're gonna have to push past that fourth wall a little bit to, get to where you want to go. It's not always gonna be easy. If everybody could just work jobs that paid them well, like we would love, and we desperately need, sometimes in order for you to pay off that debt a little quicker, in order for you to get that car you want a little faster, sometimes you have to work a little harder in the now, so that way you can, condense that time. So it's like, if I continue to work at this pace, it's going to take me a year. But if I like speed up the pace and work a little hard, even if I'm tired, and I go past that a little bit, I can do it in 6 months, or I can do it in 3 months. So you have to think about it in those terms. It's not a for everything, but it is a temporary thing that sometimes you'll just have to push past the sleepiness and the fatigue. You know what I mean? Like, to really understand how your body will operate in these type of circumstances. And then do it scared. For me, in doing, I know sometimes we're scared because we don't want people to see us fail and all this other stuff. And we're all gonna fail. We're all gonna make mistakes, and it's not always a failure. If you don't want people to see it, then sometimes do it in silence. But the confidence comes as you do the thing. You know what I mean? Like, as you get more prepared, as you get better at talking, as you get better at scripting, as you get better with business ideas, then you become more confident in that thing because you have done the reps over and over and over again. It doesn't mean you always have to do the reps in front of people, but it does mean that you have to do the reps over and over and over again. And as you do the reps, then you don't really care about what other people think, because now you're just focused on the reps and you're focused on getting better, and your confidence is there and it's improving. So you have to do it alone sometimes. Sometimes you have to do it broke, you have to do it tired, and you have to do it scared. But ultimately, you just have to do it. Like, it's literally just starting. Like, I know people make it cliche, like you just have to get started, but you do, because sometimes the biggest thing is like the momentum swing that you have coming out the gate. And if you use that to your advantage, yes, you have to build habits. But sometimes if you use that momentum swing out the gate, it can carry you a lot further. It's like for people who like to swim, it's like you pushing off the wall, right? When you first get in the pool, if you push off the wall, you got that momentum that can carry you half the way. If you're just jumping in, if you get a good jump, a good dive, you're already halfway there, as opposed to like just dropping in and then you got to swim a lot farther. So use the momentum swing, use the momentum to push you, use the motivation that you have to push you to have good habits and discipline. But at the end of the day, you just got to do it. You just got to get the work in, and you just got to start. You'll build the reps as you get in. You can't really worry about the outcome. Start where you know you need to start. Make stuff that is a little bit challenging for you, but not outside of like, not way outside of your comfort zone to where it's too overwhelming. That can be hard for a lot of people, and daunting for a lot of people. So just start, do some stuff that you know, okay, I can get my quick wins, which is going to build my momentum to challenge me to do other things that might be hard. So get started today. Hope this video helps. If it does, like, comment, subscribe. You know, if this video is for you, just drop it in the comments and say, yeah, this was for me today, man. I needed that. Till the next time, have a great day. Peace.